Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Sessions left scrambling after Devin Nunes spearheads the entire DOJ. Devin Nunes drops a bombshell this morning. Oh boy. Hold on to your hats, and roll the convertible top up. Devin wants to drive 75 miles per hour. And the Justice Department wants to crawl at 15 miles per hour. Earlier this morning, Devin interviews with Fox and Friends and announces the House Intelligence Committee, HIC, will be filing for a contempt of Congress count against Jeff Sessions, Attorney General of the United States of America. Video below. Wow. The committee is seeking documents that have been subpoenaed and ignored by the Department of Justice. Sarah Carter reports. A Devin Nunes sent classified letter to AG Sessions asking for info/AG Sessions DOJ ignored, move forward with contempt resolution against DOJ AG for refusal to comply with latest subpoena. They will go to court to force contempt subpoena against AG Sessions. The information they have asked for has been ignored and the dates have passed. I'm reporting what is happening and that's all I can do. It's not always what people want to hear, but it's the facts. Tweet and video below. Furthermore, 2 weeks ago, the committee sent a letter to the Department of Justice. Additionally, the request has yet to be fulfilled. Nunes states, "We get ignored, we get stalled, we get stonewalled. And then lo and behold we get accused of we are going to destroy the nation's ability to keep it secure." The host asks, "So how are you going to do that? You're going to have a vote in Congress to hold the Attorney General of the United States in contempt of Congress? Walk us through what you're actually going to do about it," he queries about the process. Devin replies, "So, the next step this week is, we will probably have to go to court in order to enforce this subpoena. Now remember, we did this with Lois Lerner and we did this also with Attorney General Holder. But I think this is going to be a much different case, where I can't imagine that Attorney General Jeff Sessions is going to defend not providing pertinent documents," Devin says as he shows his support of Sessions doing the right thing unlike the other two. Nunes then responds when asked to confirm that he has heard nothing from Jeff Sessions or his office. Devin replies, "Well, I'm not even sure we've heard from the legislative director from the Department of Justice. I don't know the Attorney General is even aware of our request." Moreover, this implies that once Sessions is made aware, then the documents the HIC are seeking will then be forthcoming. What do you think? Will the committee receive them once Sessions knows? Video below. Watch the full telephone interview with Devin Nunes, CAR, as he discusses the possibility of holding the Justice Department AG in contempt. In ending, do you think Sessions will release the documents rather than being known as the second Attorney General to be held in contempt of Congress like Eric Holder? Join the discussion and subscribe below. Update: Sarah Carter releases overview of response from DOJ moments ago. This is a must-read. Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Unhinged CNN reporter alludes to fistfight after Sarah Huckabee Sanders shuts her down. CNN may have just sunk to a new low. After a heated exchange with White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders on Thursday, one of the cable network's reporters appeared on Don Lemon's program to discuss it, and ended up essentially accusing Sanders of inciting a fistfight. The kerfuffle started when CNN journalist April Ryan put words in Sanders' mouth during a press briefing. While discussing recent comments made by Rudy Giuliani regarding Donald Trump, the reporter began verbally clashing with a woman at the podium. "You said yourself you were blindsided by Giuliani's comments," Ryan declared to Sanders. "I actually didn't use that term," Sanders replied, according to Independent Journal Review. The CNN employee admitted that she, not Sanders, was using that word, and then tried to make the press secretary own it. "Well, I said it. But you were blindsided from what you said," Ryan insisted. Putting words into somebody else's mouth, even after corrected, is generally considered to be pretty rude. So it's no surprise that Sarah Huckabee Sanders was not pleased. "With all due respect, "You actually don't know much about me in terms of what I feel and what I don't," Sanders said. "I think we're done." In the world of CNN, politely but firmly ending a conversation is the same thing as asking for a fist fight. At least that's what Ryan implied when she discussed the incident later that day. "If she's upset about my question, then that's fine. I understand people in the White House are very upset," Ryan told Don Lemon. "But what I will say to you is that, for her to say, 'You don't know me,' in certain quarters in this nation, that starts a physical fight." It's worth noting that Sanders never said "you don't know me." In fact, she said "you actually don't know much about me in terms of what I feel." So 2 times in the same day, a professional CNN reporter, April Ryan, was unable to get even basic quotes correct and put words in another woman's mouth. At the same time, it's extremely bizarre for a grown woman with a career to imply that "you don't know me" is a prelude to a physical fight, even if Sanders had said it. Apparently Ryan is unable to distinguish the White House press room from a back alley in the Bronx. The way Ryan tells it, she was ready to go to blows because Sanders dared correct her on a false quote. "That 'you don't know me' stuff begins fistfights," the CNN reporter insisted again on Twitter. "She needs to know what she is saying. Perhaps somebody should explain to her that no, actually, saying 'you don't know me' doesn't begin fistfights when it's two adults talking inside the White House. There's something we call civility that most professional adults believe in." Perhaps she could look it up in a dictionary. This strange exchange seems to be yet another attempt by CNN to smear the president and make his staff look as bad as possible. By exaggerating a minor verbal spat and pretending that a violent street fight was about to break out, Ryan and Lemon may have hooked the viewers, but they disregarded truth and reality in the process. Facebook has greatly reduced the distribution of our stories in our readers' newsfeeds and is instead promoting mainstream media sources. When you share to your friends, however, you greatly help distribute our content. Please take a moment and consider sharing this article with your friends and family. Thank you. Dear Patriots, please subscribe to our patriotic channel. Like and share this video so your friends can see it. Thank you. Devin Nunes calls for immediate arrest of John Kerry for treason. "They found everything." John Kerry's legacy is permanently damaged because of his association and employment with the Obama administration. There have always been questions regarding the work he has done, especially in reference to the Iran deal, which he helped author and was terrible for the American people. Now, members of Congress have found him responsible for even worse crimes, and it is all coming apart at the seams. Devin Nunes, chairman of the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, is calling for Kerry, the former Secretary of State, to be arrested for Logan Act violations, a 1799 law that to this day nobody has been arrested or charged with. This latest update came after the Boston Globe reported that Kerry was looking to save the Iran deal. For those of you who don't understand what the Logan Act really is, this is what it promulgates in reference to private correspondence with foreign governments. Any citizen of the United States, wherever he may be, who, without authority of the United States, directly or indirectly commences or carries on any correspondence or intercourse with any foreign government or any officer or agent thereof, with intent to influence the measures or conduct of any foreign government or of any officer or agent thereof, in relation to any disputes or controversies with the United States, or to defeat the measures of the United States, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 3 years, or both. This section shall not abridge the right of a citizen to apply himself, or his agent, to any foreign government, or the agents thereof, for redress of any injury which he may have sustained from such government or any of its agents or subjects. While Democrats are busy pointing the finger at Republicans and the current administration regarding the Trump-Russia Mueller investigation, it appears they have plenty of criminality of their own. What they need to do is take responsibility for it instead of pointing their fingers at Republicans. They have plenty of blame to accept for themselves, and there comes a time when enough is enough. And enough is enough. The Washington Examiner reported. Meanwhile, Tom Fitton, who heads the conservative watchdog group Judicial Watch, said Kerry making quiet play to save Iran deal with foreign leaders. Report. I'm waiting for the left to scream treason and for Sally Yates to invoke the Logan Act and demand a criminal investigation. He was referring to former acting Attorney General Sally Yates, who was concerned that former Trump National Security Advisor Michael Flynn had violated the Logan Act during the presidential transition period after he discussed policy issues with a Russian envoy. The Logan Act is a more than 200-year-old law under which no one has ever been prosecuted, that prohibits private citizens from acting on behalf of the U.S. in disputes with foreign governments. President Trump found himself beset by Logan Act talk after the Republican convention during 2016 campaign, when Trump sarcastically invited Russia to produce the 30,000-plus emails that Hillary Clinton deleted rather than turn over to investigators. The Iran deal, struck in 2015, was struck during the Obama administration and put Iran's nuclear program on ice in exchange for relief from crippling sanctions. Trump, who has until May 12 to decide whether to continue on with the agreement, seek changes, or abandon it, has indicated he intends to pull out of the Iran deal, provided it is not altered, despite the protestations of European allies. Even if the Logan Act has never been used and is over 200 years old, it nonetheless is a law that people cannot break. The rules set forth in our Constitution are over 200 years old. That doesn't mean we all of a sudden get to stop following them. They are the foundation of our country, our values, and our principles. As such, they need to be respected for that exact reason. Democrats need to come to terms with the fact that they lost the 2016 presidential election and there is no going back. They can't interfere now, whether it is with the Iran deal, North Korea, Russia, or anybody or anything else for that matter. Their time is up, they had their chance, and they floundered it. Now it is time for the real professionals to come and clean up the mess. Share if you agree what John Kerry did was illegal and that he should be held responsible for his actions as a result. Share if you agree it was Logan Act violation and that John Kerry should be charged with it. Share if you agree that Democrats just need to let go of their sadness and resent regarding the 2016 presidential election loss. Share if you agree what John Kerry did is representative of the overly dubious nature of the Obama administration and the lengths they were willing to go to.